It is morning time, getting some breakfast ready for the kids. Checked while they were still kind of sleeping in. I was checking up on social media, got some new conversations going with some new people. So I'm always excited about that. And there's a temptation when I disagree with someone or they say a thought that I think is a little bit incomplete. There's a temptation to kind of refer them to all the resources that have helped me along the way and helped me to get to where I am. Not that I'm complete, but that I feel like I'm just growing in some fantastic ways as a parent and an educator. And then but without that relationship, they're not going to read that stuff. So I always have to keep that in check and remember it's a long game. I have to build the relationship. I have to build that trust for them to really want to read something that I might refer them to. Something else I want to point out that we do as part of our journey in our parenting journey is we have this is a brand new table actually for the kids. They're 4 and 2, and so that's right next to our regular table. And so one of the main reason that we do that is so that they can get up when they want to, when they're ready to. And some might say, well, that's crazy, then my kids would get up all the time. But the rule is that once you get up, then you're done. The same thing as you saying I'm done is when you get up, because that's when you're telling me that either playing is more important than eating, which means your body is probably satisfied, or that you feel that your body's satisfied and you're thinking to yourself, I don't want any more. And we think, and this is what the writing of Janet Lansbury has taught us too, is that when we do that, then the kids will learn to listen to their body instead of just listening to what we think they should eat. Because sometimes they want a whole meal and sometimes they only want a half a meal. And we're just trying to trust that they're listening to their body. And so far, the results have just been astounding. Our kids pretty much eat everything that we feed them, or they choose not to, and then they wait till later. So I think that we're helping them develop a healthy relationship with food instead of maybe a problematic relationship with food where they're just eating certain things to get access to other things, which I think could be an issue. Hi! Got some feedback from a contact that some of the things that I've been posting in the last few months, this is what they said, was coming across as condescending. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that to heart. I'm going to go back through my Facebook several months and just try to screenshot a bunch of stuff and just save it. Either print it out, hang it up on a wall and try to analyze that content and figure out what am I doing wrong? What is missing about this message? Because I can't have that. If I really want to impact education, then I have to build trust, and I can't build trust through condescension. So we'll see how that process goes. Just finished up a live broadcast with, he's becoming a good friend, Hunter Redmond, on my Facebook, and just wanted to capture that. I came across some stuff on Instagram of some parents. It was a parent who was talking about making these sacrifices to spend time with the family. And while I recognize that, there's a part of me that wonders, I don't get a ton of joy of spending time with my kids. And I think part of the reason is that I don't spend a lot of time entertaining them. I spend a lot of time watching them entertain themselves, and I really enjoy that. So if I had to say there's something that I really enjoy, watching them play, especially create their own play, like means the world to me. And I guess if that's what parents are talking about when they're talking about I miss spending time with my children, then that's I can totally get behind that. And I want to learn that. I want to learn more about that. I mean, everything that I've been trying to learn is just focusing on how to be that really present dad and how to maintain that relationship throughout years of interactions. I see so many parents who are not connected to their teenagers, and I don't want that. And I think there's sometimes that I've come across to people as someone who knows how to prevent that. I don't know if I do know how to prevent that, but I think it's the most important thing in my life, because there seems to be so much stress around when your kid gets not only those first 3 years, that seems to be stressful for a lot of people, but middle school and high school, and I just want to avoid all that stress because it just seems like it is the worst. And maybe we won't. Maybe our life will be just as stressful. I gotta say, I'm enjoying the journey so far. So it's been worth it. There's a lot of things that I feel like our kids are doing as far as developing self-control and things like that I get really excited about, and they're teaching themselves so much. And that doesn't mean I don't step in, I still step in and teach things, but they are so capable of teaching themselves other things, and so that's been my goal, is just trying to maintain this relationship. And I know some people will look at what I'm doing and think, well, you're just trying to be their friend. And maybe I am. I don't know.